The envelope was heavier than paper should be. I felt it before I saw what was inside. Thick, dense, final. She slid it across the cafe table with 2 fingers. Calm, too calm, like someone placing a chess piece, not money. "I know who you are," she said. Her voice did not shake. Mine didn't either. Inside the envelope were documents, bank transfers, numbers with too many zeros. At the top, a single line, typed and clean, $100 million. I didn't look up right away. Outside, traffic moved, people laughed, cups clinked. The world kept breathing, unaware that mine had stopped. "Don't divorce her," the woman said. I finally raised my eyes. She was older than my wife, sharper. Her face held the quiet damage of someone who had already survived the worst part. "Not yet," she added. "Wait 2 more months." I wanted to laugh or scream. Instead, I nodded, because something in her eyes told me this wasn't a request, it was a plan. And somehow, without saying it, she had already told me the truth I had been trying not to see. 2 weeks earlier, my wife kissed me goodbye like she always did. Quick, soft, empty. I stood in the doorway and watched her walk away. I remember thinking how quiet our life had become, like a room where someone had taken all the pictures down. That night, her phone buzzed. Once, twice. She didn't move. I told myself it was work, friends, anything but the thing my mind refused to touch. I didn't check the phone. That was the first lie I told myself. The second came when I noticed how often she stayed late, how she smiled at messages she didn't share, how she started showering the moment she came home, clean on the outside, busy on the inside. I replayed moments like broken tape, her silence at dinner, her eyes drifting away from me, the way she said my name like it belonged to someone else. I wasn't angry yet. I was shrinking. Love doesn't explode when it breaks. It thins. It leaks. It leaves you holding something light and wondering where the weight went. When I finally searched her name online with his, it felt like typing my own sentence. There were pictures, conferences, smiles too close to be friendly. I didn't cry. I just understood. I became careful, quiet. I watched instead of spoke, listened instead of asked. At night, while she slept, I learned the shape of her lies, the rhythm of them, Tuesdays and Thursdays, trips that didn't need luggage. I checked records, not hacked, just observed. Patterns always tell the truth if you wait. I ordered a small camera for the front door, told her it was for safety. She smiled. Agreed. I tracked the car, logged the times, saved screenshots, filed everything away like homework. Inside, my thoughts ran in circles. How long? Was any of it real? Did she plan to leave or just forget me? On the surface, I stayed kind, predictable, the husband who made tea and asked about her day. Inside, I sharpened something. When the woman contacted me, it was through a lawyer. A meeting request, neutral words, no emotion. That's when I knew this was bigger than my marriage. This wasn't just betrayal, it was shared. The DNA report arrived first, not about a child, about time. Photos followed, hotel entries, emails printed and dated, clear enough for a judge, clear enough for a stranger. I placed the folder on the kitchen table. My wife froze. "What's that?" she asked. I didn't answer right away. I opened it, turned a page, then another. Finally, I slid it toward her. She didn't touch it. Her face collapsed slowly like a building losing power. "I know," I said. 2 words. Heavy. She cried, loud, messy. Apologies fell out like coins from a broken pocket. I watched. I felt nothing, because I had already met the woman who knew longer than I had, who had suffered first, who had chosen patience over fire. That night, I slept well. 2 months passed. I didn't divorce her. I waited. During that time, the other man lost everything, his job, his reputation, his family. Not because I shouted,
because the truth walked ahead of him. Contracts ended, boards met, his wife filed quietly. On the last day, I placed divorce papers next to the bank statement. My wife looked at the number and gasped. I didn't explain. I stood up, took my coat. "I never stopped loving who I thought you were," I said, "but I don't live with strangers." She reached for me. I stepped back. That was the loudest moment of the day. Now my home is quiet, not empty, clean. I think about the man I was before, soft, hopeful, blind. I don't miss him. Money doesn't fix betrayal, but time does something better. It shows you who waited, who lied, who watched. I didn't win. I learned. And that was enough, because the moment I walked away, I took back the only thing that mattered, myself.